All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Long, and we're going to begin with our misdemeanor first appearance calendar with the State Court of Fulton County for today, August 23rd, 2025 at 2 p.m. These are cases in which individuals were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Soon after that, the Solicitor General or the State Court Prosecutor has formally accused the defendants of one or more misdemeanor offenses. When I address your case today, I will let you know what's your new case number, the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel where necessary, to set a bond, and give you a court date if you are still detained at the Fulton County Jail. Ms. Bridgewater, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
September 4th?
You're absolutely correct.
Okay, September 4th at 9 a.m., all right?
Mhm.
With respect to the next court date for individuals who will be appearing after today, it will be September 4th at 9 a.m. And that will also be a virtual proceeding. So those who plan to attend, please make sure you get a Zoom link. With respect to the defendants, when I address your case, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you choose to say during this virtual court proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Now, if you are an alleged victim, a family member, someone here in support of the defendant or against the defendant, and you are not an attorney, please make sure that your video is off and that your screen is on mute. If you have pictures of children or inappropriate pictures, please leave the Zoom and take those pictures off. This is a criminal calendar. You definitely do not want your children's pictures on these Zoom proceedings, which are not only being recorded, but also live streamed. Okay, thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Number 3, Derek Davis.
Thank you. Derek Davis is accused of criminal trespass and willful obstruction of an officer from August 22nd, 2025, case 25 CR 4986E. Mr. Davis, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Rogalski. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Howard, good afternoon.
Hey, 2025 trespass obstruction. 2024 failure to appear. 2018 theft of identity of another. Criminal possession of a forged instrument conviction.
That's good.
And he's homeless, according to the book.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Russell, what is the state's recommendation?
Good morning, Your Honor. $3,000 surety bond. I do want to point out he does have a pending case that the same charges, 25 CR 0000145H here in Fulton County. Your Honor, he keeps doing the same thing. That's why we're asking for the $1,500 on each count surety bond. I believe Miss Beverly
Austin?
Chandler, she's on. I thought her last name was Chandler, but that might be her down there, Beverly Austin. She's the victim in this case. We have spoken to her. She wants him to get some help, Your Honor. But most importantly, she wants him to stay away from her home. So that's what we're asking for, Your Honor. We would ask that you please grant that. Thank you.
All right. Beverly Austin or Beverly Chandler, if you want to chime in, you're more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, I'm moving on to the defense side. All right, Mr. Rogalski, what's your, oh, sorry. All right. So Miss Chandler or Miss Austin, you'll need to, okay. Did you want to add anything to what the prosecutor has said?
Yes,
Please
I
raise your right hand.
would like.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right. And what would you like to tell me?
Okay, this is my son, but I'm moving into the house that he keeps breaking into each time he is released or have an opportunity. And it's been the third time, and each time he does this, it costs me a few $1,000s, up to $3,000, because of all the damage that is done. And I know that I'm asking for a either divergent program, but I do want a temporary restraining order so that he does not come to the house again. It's costing me not only to pay for the mortgage because I cannot rent it out until I fix it up, which costs a lot of money, but I fear that every time if I live there, I fear for him coming there and maybe causing problems for me and the neighbors. And I just fear that he is going to get out once he's on bond and come back to the house and trash it again. And then I'll start the whole process over again of cleaning up, repairing, and therefore I'm moving in and I just want a restraining order.
All right. A restraining order or a protective order is within the province of the Superior Court of Fulton County, not the state court. And you would need to go there on Monday to the 8th floor of
Okay.
the Justice Center Tower 2, number 2,
Mhm.
and apply for your restraining order.
Okay.
And if Mr. Davis is still at the Fulton County Jail, make sure that the sheriff serves him at the Fulton County Jail. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You may mute your screen. Mr. Rogalski?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Come
sir.
before you is Mr. Derek Davis. He is 43 years of age. He is currently experiencing some residential challenges. He did, however, also provide to me an address he may be able to receive mail at as well as live at, which is 111 Ozone Street Southwest, which he has relayed to me is his aunt's house. And that's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, 30314. Your
Okay.
Honor, he's been living in the state of Georgia for the past 20 years. His aunt does live here as well. He had relayed to me that he has a 9-year-old daughter who he raises. And he was previously a film electrician up until the point where work has kind of been tough with that, given the fact that there was the writer's strike and everything. And there was a lot going on within that industry in the city of Atlanta. So at the moment, he is also a college graduate from Morehouse College. And what I can relate to the court today is he really does not have any finances to his name. He had relayed to me he really cannot afford anything. So I would be requesting today a signature bond, and of course, a stay away is fine from that location. But we would be asking for a signature bond so that way he is able to be released. Thank you, Your Honor.
And the aunt, how is the aunt related to him? On his mother's side or his father's side?
Your Honor, that I do not know.
Okay. And all right, Miss Austin, please unmute. I can't hear you, ma'am, until you unmute. All right. Miss Austin, do you know of an aunt who lives in Atlanta?
No, I do not. I do not. 111 Ozone used to be a place that I purchased in 2004 when he was at Morehouse, and that house that probably has since been sold. I have no knowledge of an aunt in Atlanta, Georgia. We don't have any relatives in Atlanta, Georgia. He stayed in Atlanta, Georgia after Morehouse, but he does not live, to my knowledge, in that house, because if he did, he would not keep breaking in the house that that I currently live in. And he is not raising his daughter. His daughter lives with his mother, with her mother rather. And so I have no knowledge. He has no income. He is an electrician, but he has not worked in 2 years. And I have no reason. He has no reason not to work, but he doesn't.
All right, thank you so much. On the criminal trespass is going to be 1,500, and on the willful obstruction is going to be 750. His total bond is going to be 2,250. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Beverly Austin or Beverly. How are you identified as Miss Austin?
It is Beverly Chandler Austin.
Is Beverly Chandler Austin to stay away from 1044 Sims Street in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And the next court date is going to be September 4th at 9 a.m. And we will need a social worker visit for either health purposes or housing purposes. Thank you.
Position number 4, Mr. Grimes.
All right, Miss Chandler, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jaron Grimes is accused of battery from February 21st of last year, 25 CR 4987B. Mr. Grimes, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Rogalski. Any priors?
5, resident of Houston, Texas. He got open case out of Louisiana, theft of goods. Another open case for domestic abuse, child endangerment. Open case for ag battery, ag assault with a firearm, 2 counts. This is all Louisiana. And a speeding and wanted out of Clayton County for traffic. That's all.
Your Honor,
Yes,
if you
Ms.
want
Wilson.
if you would like me to go now, Your Honor.
Oh, now is a good time.
Thank you. Your Honor, the state's going to be requesting a $3,000 surety bond on this one as well, and a stay away, no further contact. We do understand that this happened back in February 2024. Clearly, Mr. Grimes has not been in contact with law enforcement. However, he does have that wanted out of Clayton County that we are concerned about. And most importantly, has that domestic abuse, child endangerment out of Louisiana, and that aggravated assault with a firearm out of Louisiana. Your Honor, in this particular case, I do want to make notice, or want to make mention that the victim in this particular case, though I do believe that they were in a relationship. However, they did not live together at the time. So that's why we don't have a family violence, nor were they married and such. I wanted to make note of that. We are asking for that $3,000 surety bond, stay away, no further contact with Miss Lillian Booker. We're not able to get in contact with Miss Booker and was not able to speak to her.
All right. Mr. Rogalski?
Yes, Your Honor. Come before you is Mr. Grimes. He is 29 years of age. He does live in Louisiana, so I know we had heard a lot about Louisiana earlier. The address he had provided to me at that in the state of Louisiana is 69 McGahee Court in West Wego, Louisiana. Your Honor, he does also have a 1-year-old son. He went through some college, went to Delgado Community College, which is in New Orleans. But currently, he also does have his CDL. And his CDL, I believe, was issued in the state of Texas, as to why, he has a Texas license. So I believe he was living in Houston at the time he had gotten that. But he currently does have good employment. He is a truck driver for U.S. Express. And Your Honor, today, we know he has I believe he has a hold in Clayton County. We would be asking for a signature bond to the hold. If in the alternative, Your Honor is not inclined to grant that, we would ask for a bond not to exceed 1,000 surety. Thank you.
1,000 surety. No further contact with Lillian Booker, to stay 200 yards away, no matter where she is. And to no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. He is to maintain a current mailing address with the courts at all time. And his next court date is going to be September 4th, unless he bonds out. No illegal drugs, no weapons, and no firearms. Thank you.
Position number 5, Mr. Holloman.
Reginald Maud Holloman is accused of simple battery, family violence, and possession and use of a drug-related object from August 22nd of this year, case 23 CR 4995D. Mr. Holloman, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Rogalski. And Mr. Howard?
2023 probation, 2019 probation, 2014 ag assault conviction. Rest of the convictions for violence in the 90s. Homeless. That's it.
Thank you. Ms. Harrison?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Yeah.
The state's recommendation here is $1,000 surety. That's $500 on each count. No contact with Johnny Duncan. A stay away from 380 Martin Street, with the exception of a police escort to retrieve the defendant's personal items, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol. This incident occurred from a domestic dispute at the incident location. The defendant and the victim, Johnny Duncan, were roommates at the location for 3 years, and a dispute occurred because Mr. Duncan was having family come to stay, and he asked the defendant to leave the residence for a short period. Things got escalated. Mr. Duncan went across the street to let things cool off, and the defendant proceeded to come over in a manner of storming him and slapped him in the back of his head. And that's where these charges stem from. The victim, Mr. Duncan, is not able to join us on Zoom today, and that'll be all for the state.
All right, and this was 380, right?
380, yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Rogalski?
Yes, Your Honor. Come before you is Mr. Holloman. He is 54 years of age. He did provide me with a different address of 103 Dahlia Avenue Northwest, where he would be able to receive mail at for the purposes of appearing in court. And I believe, to my recollection, he said he was able to live there as well. But in all candor to the court, just from memory, I cannot remember what the case is with that or whose address that is. But what I will say is that was provided to me by the client, so he does have somewhere else.
Okay.
He's lived his entire life in Atlanta. His whole family is here as well. He has more than sufficient community ties here. He also does have a degree in TV and radio repair, and has been working with labor finders and HireQuest. So he has been working and trying to keep going with that. And while we do understand the history there that has been relayed by the pretrial services, if I remember correctly, that last arrest was some time ago. I may be wrong in remembering that, but I just would like to highlight that. So we would be asking for Mr. Holloman to receive a signature bond today, as I know he's struggling a little bit with finances. So thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to, with the state's recommendation, 500 on each count, and that's a total of $1,000 surety bond. Next court date is September 4th, 2025, unless he bonds out. No contact with Johnny Duncan. Stay away from 380 Martin Street in Atlanta, Georgia. If he has any personal property still at the Martin Street location, I will permit him a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve his belongings. Otherwise, he shall maintain a current address with the court. If the Dahlia Avenue is the correct address, that would be great. Otherwise, right now, the current address we have on file is that he is residentially challenged. So within 30 days of being released, he will need to come down to the clerk's office and confirm his current mailing address in writing. Thank you.
Number 6, Mr. Ingram.
Samuel Ingram is accused of simple battery family violence from August 22nd of this year, 25 CR 4992F. Mr. Ingram, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. McLeod. Any priors?
No.
First arrest, okay. Ms. Russell?
Your Honor, we're going to ask for a $1,000 surety bond. His co-defendant is also should be on at some point. That's Anzerd Kerr. We're going to ask for the same thing on him, a $1,000 surety bond. Basically, Your Honor, they got into an altercation with one another. They both were arrested.
Okay. Ms. McLeod, you represent Mr. Ingram. What's your
I
recommendation?
do, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am asking for signature bond for my client. He's 19 years old, Your Honor. He just graduated high school, looking for a job. Has never been arrested. And I would also ask for any condition to be no further violent contact with the cross-defendant, Your Honor. They are in a relationship and they live together.
Does he have an alternative residence?
He does not, Your Honor.
It says in the warrant that Mr. Ingram decided to leave the home, so looks like he was planning to vacate the premises. That's why I'm curious to know, where does he plan to go?
Well, I spoke with my client and he told me they were just having an argument.
Argument?
Yes, and it was a bit of a misunderstanding. That's what my client tells me, Your Honor. I have not seen the warrant.
Okay. All right. On Mr. Ingram, is Mr. Kerr in the courtroom too? NSET Kerr, position 9?
In the holding cell.
Okay. Understood. All right. On Samuel Ingram, I'm going to do a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. no violent contact with Ansett Care. He may return to the location at 124 Prattling Court in Atlanta, Georgia, if he wants to. But if he vacates the premises, he'll be required to update his current address with the court within 30 days of changing his address, and he has to do so in writing. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms, and he'll be subject to random screens. He'll also be required to do 8 anger management classes through pretrial services, and he will begin the anger management classes within 30 days of being released. Report to pretrial once a month, begin your anger management classes, and make sure that you pass all your random screens. And of course, no physical and no verbal altercations with Ansett Kerr. If you don't want to live there, make sure we are the first to find out your new address. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 7 and 8, Joseph.
Ernest Joseph has 2 matters before the court. The first one, position 7, is 25 CR 5000C, and the second case is 25 CR 5001C. The criminal trespass in position number 7 is from an August 21st, 2025 incident. And the second case, ending in 5001C, is a theft by shoplifting offense from August 6, 2025. Mr. Joseph, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Rogalski. And
30,
go ahead.
36. You got an open false imprisonment ag assault out of the cab. Open case out of Mississippi. Something about a drug charge while in possession of a firearm. 2022 battery DV conviction. 2022 disorderly conduct conviction. 2022 trespass theft by taking conviction. 2020 trespass stalking conviction. Keep going.
No, you're good. Thank you. Ms. Russell?
Hello, Your Honor, again. Your Honor, we are asking for $1,500 signature bond on both of these, and stay away from racetrack. I mean, that's where both of these happen. One is the criminal trespass again, and one is going to be a theft by shoplifting. He does have a 2013 theft by services, a 2020 theft by shoplifting out of Douglas as well. So we're asking for that $1,500 each on both. And I know it's signature bond we're asking for, but that's all, Your Honor.
Mr. Rogalski?
Yes, Your Honor. Come before you is Mr. Joseph. He is 40 years of age. The address I was given from him is 1102 South Adam Lake Boulevard in Atlanta, Georgia. He's been residing in the Atlanta area since 2010. His mother, his father, his grandmother, his brother, sister, and 5 kids all do live here. He does take care of 2 10-year-old boys. He also runs a business, On Time Overnight Trucking, LLC. He obtained his associate's degree from Kaiser University in Florida. And Your Honor, given the state of Mr. Joseph's finances, I really am concerned about whether or not he can afford any monetary bonds, so I would be requesting a signature bond in his case.
But you indicated he runs his own business.
Well, business has that is what was relayed to me. He has relayed.
Okay.
Has not.
Your Honor, I'm asking for a signature bond. I
know. I thought I
Yeah.
heard surety bond, Miss Russell.
No, signature. I say
Okay.
signature.
All
I'm
right.
asking for a signature bond on each one.
That's fine. I honestly thought I heard surety, but that's perfectly fine. But my concern is, why does he keep going on back to the racetrack? That's my only concern. Okay.
The first, and I'll say this, he stole a phone charger that was less than $30 the first time, and the second time, Your Honor, he was asking for money. So I based on those 2 things, that's why we're asking for a signature bond. And just stay away from racetrack. Don't go back, is what we're saying.
On the criminal trespass, that's going to be $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. On the theft by shoplifting, it's $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. To stay away from the racetrack in question, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no firearms. And this is going to have to be per judge because
Oh yeah, I was just about to say it.
Okay, because of his multiple open cases. And Mr. Joseph, you've already heard your criminal record history. You have multiple open cases. if you fail to comply with the conditions of this pretrial signature bond and you get arrested again or you don't show up to court, you will be your signature bond will be revoked and you will have to pay for your bond the next time. Thank you.
Number 12, Peacock.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. Don Quinta Peacock is accused of battery, family violence from July 21st, 2025. Case number 25 CR 4996G. Mr. Peacock, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Miss Wills, excuse me. And let's see, Mr. Howard.
17, 2020 probation, 2023 fleeing and officer conviction, 2016 entering auto conviction, 2014 ag assault conviction and a failure to appear, and a 2014 possession of a knife or a firearm during the commission, and felony obstruction conviction.
All right. No FTAs in the last 2 years?
Not that I saw.
Okay. Ms. Russell?
You said no FTAs in the last how many years?
2 years?
2 years. That's correct. That's what I saw, Your Honor. He does have an FTA from 2015, however.
Okay.
Your Honor, the victim here is Deja Strong. She is on right now, Your Honor. Miss Strong wants a stay away. She does not wish to speak. I believe they do share a child together. However, she wants no contact. She believes that Mr. Peacock suffers from some sort of mental, he needs help with mentally and his behaviors and how to address his behaviors. Your Honor, this was a battery family violence, and we are asking for a $5,000 surety bond, family based on his history, family violence intervention program while on bond as well, Your Honor.
All right. And I understand he's got an open felony case, 6860.
I have it written. Hold on 1 second, Your Honor. Just want to make sure that's right.
Earlier today, with the felony court received a 2,000 split loan.
Okay. Deja Strong, if you want to add to this proceedings, you would need to unmute and start your video.
She told me she didn't want it. She told our victim advocate she did not want to speak, Your Honor.
Okay.
She
fair
just wanted to
enough.
be present.
Ms. Wills?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Peacock is 33 years old. He is a native of Georgia. He is currently employed with All Star, which is a healthcare company. He works there with his mother. They offer in-home services as well as assistance for those who might be struggling or just need that sort of in-home healthcare help and assistance. He does share a 6-year-old child with the alleged victim, Ms. Strong. He does deny the allegations. I do want to remind the court that this did occur July 21st, which was about a month ago, a little over a month ago. He does not live with Ms. Strong. And as it was stated, he does not have any FTAs, recent FTAs. I would request a signature bond.
The bond is going to be set at $7,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 3. He will report to pretrial once a week. That's providing that he posts his bond on his felony case. He is to have no contact with Deja Strong, to stay away from wherever, and no contact with the minor child that he shares with Ms. Strong. If he wishes to see the child, he would need to file a legitimation case with the appropriate superior court and get a court order for a parenting plan and for a child support arrangement. And then superior court can decide whether he's entitled to parenting or supervised visitation. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. And he will be subject to random screens. Within 30 days of being released, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 classes, and he will attend and complete all these classes without missing or skipping any of the classes. He will also undergo a behavioral health evaluation and submit himself to any treatment, and this must be done within 30 days of, or at least scheduled within 30 days of being released. I'm not certain of whether he will post bond on his felony case, so I'm going to reset this case to September 4th, pending his release. If he is released on the felony bond, please make sure to report to pretrial once a week. And Mr. Peacock, you'll also be required to provide us with a new mailing address within 30 days, since you cannot share the same residence with Ms. Strong. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Peacock, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. But if you decide to waive your right to remain silent, you do so at your own detriment.
Yes, sir. I just want you to state that my felony case it got dropped to misdemeanors, and also I have an address of 100 Green Valley Drive, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30214, which belongs to my mother, Shirley Cleves.
Within 30 days of being released, you will come to the court and provide that address in writing.
Okay.
And don't forget to enroll in your domestic violence classes. Don't forget to undertake the behavioral health evaluation. And you are to file a legitimation case if you want to have a parenting plan. But in the meantime, absolutely stay 200 yards away from Miss Strong and the child and the location where she lives and work and everywhere else where she happens to be. Do not contact her in any way, form, or manner, including phone, mail, third party, computer device, and do not discuss her or try to reach her through social media. Otherwise, you will be back in jail. Please remember to bring $7,500 with you the next time. Thank you.
Position number 13, Jason Reed. Hold on, somebody got something.
And I did just want to put on the record, I'm sorry, I apologize. I was trying to get back to my Zoom screen. That address is listed. His address is up to date in Odyssey.
Okay, as long as it is. I always ask folks to update it, especially if they are being told to vacate the victim's residence.
You said 10,000?
7,500. Signature
7,500.
bond for pretrial level 3. DVIP, BHET, and random screens and no contact.
Blunt, what number?
Number
13.
13, Reed.
Reed.
Jason Reed is case 25 CR 5004B. Incident date is August 22nd, and he is charged with public drunkenness. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Yes, 19. Resident of Mississippi for one. Last arrest was on the 9th of this month out of Miami for alcoholic beverage curb. Says drinking prohibited. So I guess drinking in public.
In Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got an open case out of Mississippi. What we got? Motor vehicle, no license, DUI, no insurance, larceny, disorderly conduct. Another open case for profanity, drunkenness out of Mississippi. Got another DUI, no, careless driving, failure to maintain insurance, shoplifting, another shoplifting, another DUI.
That's good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Well, Ms. Harrison, what's the recommendation?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is in line with the preset bond, which is $1,000 surety bond. Yeah, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. This incident occurred from the defendant behaving in a boisterous manner while he was inside the Alpharetta PD lobby. And he was saying things like, F with me, you don't know who you're effing with. I'm a convict, put your hands on me and see what happens to the police officers. And that'll be all for this.
Maybe it was a scene from Miami something. All right. Ms. Wills, what would your client like to have?
A signature bond, Your Honor. He is 50 years old. He did recently, well, I'm not sure how recent, but his son did pass away, and that has been a very major hardship for him and his wife, which probably is impacting some of these behaviors. I would ask for a signature bond again. He has spoken with jail staff who has provided him with packets and information to assist him with services upon his release.
And where does he live?
He is actually struggling with homelessness, suffering from homelessness at this time. And so he has spoken with staff there who have provided him with information for shelters.
I have a Columbus, Mississippi address. So earlier he was arrested in Miami, Florida. Now he's in Georgia.
He stated he just recently relocated here, but he is struggling with housing.
Okay, thank you. Bond is going to be set at $1,000 surety bond. Next court date is September 4th. No illegal drugs and no alcoholic beverages. And his next court date is going to be September 4th. And if he bonds out, he'll need to provide us with a mailing address so we can send him his notice for his next court summons.
You're good, sir.
So I don't get the signature bond.
Number 15, Rome.
This is Adonis Rome, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Rome is accused of possession of a pistol or revolver by a person under the age of 18 from August 22nd of this year, case number 25 CR 4990B. Mr. Rome, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Miss Wills. Any priors?
No.
Miss Harrison?
Your Honor, the state, let's do it this way. On August 28th, officers were patrolling the apartment complex Capitol Venera at 942 Hank Aaron Drive. They observed a group of individuals they believed to be smoking and pretty much loitering. They had masks on their face. So officers approached the group and subsequently detained I believe 1, 2, 3 people. All of them were minors, and the defendant was found with possession of a small amount of marijuana and, of course, this Glock in his waistband. It's a Glock 27. It is the state's concern that the defendant is under 18. I believe he actually turns 18 in September on the 13th. So the state's recommendation, being that this was his first arrest, although we do have some concerns, is a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. We would like him to have an adult co-signer for the bond, and that's particularly because in the warrant, other parents arrived at the scene, but the defendant, there wasn't anyone that arrived on scene for him. So we would like to just know that there is an adult around who could help with supervising him. We would like the court to institute a curfew. We'll leave it open to the court's discretion. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And again, Your Honor, we're just concerned that the defendant is getting caught up in some bad behavior here and hanging out with the wrong people, and that'll be all for the state. Oh, I would like to add, we do see Ms. Rome. I believe that might be the defendant's guardian. Okay, so.
I will address that shortly. Miss Harrison, does the state, was the firearm run as a stolen gun?
It was a stolen gun, Your Honor. We didn't see anything else from that. So if he's not eligible for a signature bond, our other recommendation alternatively is a $3,000 surety. But it was a stolen gun, Your Honor. They had 2 different serial numbers for it. And I believe the officers are actually investigating the incident from where the gun was stolen in May of 2025 this year.
Okay. Request for a signature bonds denied. Miss Tigeria Rome, if you want to address the court, you will need to unmute and start your video. Otherwise, we'll move on to the public defense argument.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you would need to start your video too, please. Thank you.
Okay, hold on just a
Hello.
second. I'm trying to pull it up. Can you see?
You're on now. You're on now.
Okay,
Raise
how
your
are
right
you?
hand.
Oh.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Yes, what would you like to tell us, Miss Rome?
No, I was asking, okay, his signature bond is denied, but he will have a bond that someone can pay on.
Yes.
Okay. So I just have to wait a little later until it's in the system to see exactly how much it will be.
Well, we'll find out. Hang on.
Okay.
Ms. Wills, what's your argument for a surety bond?
Mr. Rome is just 17 years old. He is a native of Georgia. I have had the opportunity to speak with his mother. And speaking with him, he is a senior at Frederick Douglass High School. He reports that he does play football. We did have a conversation about making better decisions, that hopefully this will be his last time that he's in a predicament like this. And he does recognize that maybe he was hanging around with some people that he shouldn't have been. And so it's a tough lesson, but I understand that you are not open to a signature bond, so I would request the lowest bond that you are willing to assign him. Thank you.
Right, the bond is going to be set at 2,500. It is a surety bond. He'll be subject to a curfew from 4 p.m. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day. He's not allowed unless he's going to school and or seeking medical or going to court or going to church. Otherwise, he's subject to a curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day. I will allow for an exception if he has scheduled school curricular activities like football practice or any kind of school activities. Keep in mind that I certainly don't want to be in the room when he has a conversation with his football coach, because keep in mind, this particular case, depending on further investigation, can be upgraded to a felony charge, which will certainly jeopardize his football career if he's ever convicted of such a crime. So, in the meantime, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and definitely no firearms. You're not allowed to have a firearm in your home, on your person, in any vehicle you occupy, or anywhere near you. If your family member owns a gun and it's at home, either you go or the gun goes, because you cannot be near any firearms. Your next court date will be September 4th. Thank you.
Number 17, stadiums.
17, okay. Kenneth Sims is accused of theft by receiving stolen property and deposit account fraud under $1,500 from August 22nd of this year, case 25 CR 5002C. Mr. Sims, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Wills. Any prize?
Second, 2016 shoplifting conviction.
Thank you. Ms. Harrison?
Your Honor, the state's recommendations in line with the preset bond is a $4,000 surety, $2,000 on each charge. We're asking for a stay away from Solutions Ready Network, Inc. and United Community Bank located at 65 Washington Street. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. Are you familiar with the facts of this case?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Ms. Wills?
Your Honor, I would ask for a signature bond. He is a native of Georgia. He does have a high school diploma as well. He's 31 years old. And so in light of his criminal history, I would ask for a signature bond.
All right. On count 1, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. On count 2, that's going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. This is going to be a $4,500 split bond. Next court date is September 4th. Stay away from Solutions Ready and the Community Net Bank. If he gets arrested again for anything else, or if he doesn't show up for pretrial visits, or if he does not report to court, then the signature portion of his bond will be surrendered. And this will be level 1. Thank you.
Number 19, Stevens. Have a seat, I'm gonna take.
Mr. Antoine Stevens is accused of simple battery family violence from June 24th of this year, case 25 CR 4984E. Mr. Stevens, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Wills. Any prize, Mr. Howard?
23. He got an open ag assault, 25 PI 000056. That's all.
And Ms. Harrison?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is a $1,500 surety bond, no contact with Robin Higginbottoms, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol. This incident occurred on June 24th when officers were dispatched to 7100 Old National Highway in reference to a physical altercation. When they arrived, the defendant had left the scene, but they did meet with Ms. Higginbottom, and she explained that there was a verbal altercation in the vehicle because she was looking through the defendant's phone, and as she was looking through it, he pinned her to the window. He pinned her into the seat, with his elbow. and took the phone from her and exited the vehicle. And there was also a witness on the scene who saw this. We were not able to make contact with Ms. Higginbottom today, but we would like to sound for her just in case she's joined us on the Zoom. And Your Honor, I would like to point out that the defendant's open ag assault case is a different victim.
Okay. And he was just released this year.
Yes, he was earlier this year, right before this incident, actually. I
Okay.
believe, yeah.
Actually, it was January 27th of this year. So.
Yeah.
All right. Ms. Higginbottom, if you are present and you want to contribute, this is your time to unmute and start your video. Ms. Wills?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Stevens is 44 years old. He is a native of Georgia. He is currently unemployed, but he does have his GED as well as some technical college for carpentry. He's actually was in the process of marrying Ms. Higginbottom. They went down to the courthouse and were looking into getting a license, a marriage license. They have not yet procured one. However, after learning of this, he was unaware of this warrant. He no longer wants to have any contact with Ms. Higginbottom at this time. They were living together, so he would need an escort. We would request a 2-time escort if that's possible. As I stated, they were building a life together, so all of his belongings are there, to include a vehicle that's currently not serviceable. He needs to replace the battery, and so he believes that he might need 2 trips just to pick up his vehicle as well as all of his belongings, if that is possible. He does have 1 child, but he does not share that child with Ms. Higginbottom. And so I would request a signature bond.
Okay. On the simple battery family violence, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. No further contact with Ms. Higginbottom, and stay away from, I guess, is it the Blazing Trail location?
Your Honor, we didn't get her actual address from
Okay.
her because we didn't make contact, but I had his address and his arrest records as the 6058 Lamp Post place in South Fulton. And from my understanding, they were residing together. But again, that incident location on the warrant seems to be somewhere they stopped.
That's what I thought. Okay. Well, the only address I have for Mr. Stevens is this Blazing Trail location. So if that's the wrong address, he'll need to update the court with his correct mailing address, and it cannot be the same as Miss Higginbottom's. I'll need him to stay away from Miss Higginbottom's address. What is that? Since he lives there with his stuff, where does he need to go to pick up his stuff? Mr. Stevens, where do you need to go to pick up your stuff?
I need to go to 6058 Blazing Lamppost Place to pick up my stuff for them.
Lamppost Place, City?
It's off Brock. It's in Atlanta, Georgia.
It's South Fulton, Your Honor, 30349.
30349.
Yes, 6058 Lamp Post Place.
All right, good thing he's moving because he doesn't know the address. All right. Mr. Wills, as I was saying, your bond is going to be 1,500 surety bond. You don't qualify for a signature bond because you have an open felony aggravated assault case, which was very recent and also involves violence. You are to have no contact with Miss Higginbottom, Robin Higginbottom. Stay away from 1658 Lamppost Place in South Fulton, Georgia, 30349. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. You are allowed a one-time visit to the Lamppost Place. When you visit the place, it must have 3 things. Number 1, a police officer escort you. Number 2, a moving truck or a AAA truck to remove your vehicle from the location. And number 3, a moving truck with movers in order to move your stuff. And you're allowed up to a 3-hour window to remove all your belongings. If the 3-hour window has passed, I will allow for a second visit by a mutually acceptable third party to go to the location to remove your other belongings. But you yourself, you're only allowed a one-time visit.
Understand.
Your next court date is September 4th.
Your Honor, this is Mrs. Higginbotham. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out how to unmute the Zoom call.
Well, that's good. Now you can start the video as well. Okay. And what's your name?
Robin Higginbotham.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is this the lamppost place?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
6058 Lamppost Place.
And does he have personal property at the location?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
And does he have a vehicle or vehicles at the location?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And how long do you think he would take to remove all the items?
He really has a very small amount of clothes, maybe one bag worth of clothes. The main thing is the vehicle. And it's a huge concern to me because his family attacked me yesterday. They came to my home with my children.
Stop. My only question to you was first lower your device so I can see your face. Okay. Lower device. All right. Now, so you're telling me he only has one box full of clothes and vehicles outside, correct?
Yes, it's in my garage.
All right. And are there any furniture pieces or anything of large items that he claims ownership?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So let me amend that bond order. Ms. Bridgewater, it will be a one-time visit with a police officer with his moving truck to remove the vehicles, and the visit cannot exceed 1 hour. Mr. Stevens, if you have any items that are there that you believe you own, but Ms. Higginbottom is not willing to let them go, then after this case is resolved, you can file a civil suit against her to get the fair market value of any items that you believe that she's retained possession. Second thing, with regards to any alleged contact with his family members that may be adverse, Ms. Higginbottom, I highly recommend that you go to the family violence court on Monday and obtain a protective order. Of course, if any of these family members engage in any kind of criminal activity against you, please contact the authorities.
Yes, Your Honor.
But right now, he has a no contact with Robin Higginbottom. That means if any third person, any third party attempts to communicate with you or has contact with you on his behalf, you need to record it and report it, because then his bond will be revoked.
Your Honor, I'm a administrator over an estate with for his father. That was why the family was aggressive towards me.
That's something that you deal in probate court. I'm not about to address that in criminal court.
Well, you said not to have any contact. I'm in communication with this attorney that we have to speak in regards to this.
If you want to talk to the attorney, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right. That concludes this case.
Thank you.
Number 22, Wilkins. Mr. Davis is not on the calendar. Is it Reese? NOD or what?
Who?
Charles Davis.
Yeah.
Charles Davis is position number 3. Didn't I already deal with that?
That was T. Davis.
I dealt with Derek Davis. I don't
Correct.
have Charles Davis on my calendar.
I did an NOD for Mr. Davis early this
Okay.
morning and sent it over to the jail this morning.
So who we got now?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Number 22, Wilkins.
Wilkins.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Who's got Craig Washington?
He is going to be a medical reset, Your Honor. He would have been
Okay.
my client.
Position 21 is going to be reset to Monday, August 25th at 2 p.m. unless you want him referred to, well, tell me whether you're going to waive his presence and put him on the MH calendar.
I cannot. I didn't even have the opportunity to speak with him.
Monday, please let us know, because our Thursday, August 28th calendar is packed.
Okay.
So the only thing next available will be the September 4th.
Okay.
All
Yes,
right?
Judge.
Thank you.
As well as position 16 and 20. I'm sorry, I don't have their names in front of me, but it's
16 is Christopher Sheets.
yes.
What are we doing?
That's also a medical reset.
Okay, reset to August 25th at 2 p.m. Same issue, okay?
Yes, and then position 20 as well, Stubbs.
All right. Desmond Stubbs, position 20 is reset, medical reset to August 25th. Please make note that these medical resets do not raise any Riverside issues. Position 22, I have Icarius Wilkins. Mr. Wilkins is charged with 4 misdemeanor offenses stemming from January 2nd, 2025, case number 25 CR 4997H. The charges are 1 count of battery family violence and 3 counts of simple battery family violence. Mr. Wilkins, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Wills. Any priors?
7. He got 3 counts of ag assault that's open. Possession of a knife or a firearm during the commission, 3 counts. It's 24 SC 004816. On probation out of Rockdale. Cruelty to animals, 3 counts. Has a bench warrant here and a wanted out of Rockdale. And a 2021 simple battery DV conviction.
I'm sorry, when was the battery DV conviction?
21.
Is the state planning to transfer this case?
Yes, Your Honor. It says he had a prior simple battery DV conviction. When this case first came in, it was just battery, and we subsequently added the other charges. So yes. And the state's recommendation is a $2,500 surety bond, no contact with Jamaria Caldwell, a stay away from the incident location, which is 661 University Avenue. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol. This incident occurred on January 2nd of 2025, where officers responded to this incident location. Ms. Caldwell informed them that her and her boyfriend, the defendant, got into an argument because he was irritated because he was asleep and her son kept waking him up. So she attempted to leave the apartment to allow him to get some sleep, and he didn't want her to leave. So he grabbed her and pushed her down to the ground and put his knee on top of her to keep her from getting up. And when she was able to get up, he struck her with the oven rack, which resulted in a knot on the top of her head. And officers did see that injury on the scene. And we will sound for Ms. Caldwell at this time, but we were not able to make contact with her today, Your Honor.
Jamaria Caldwell, if you want to address the court, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. Wills.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Wilkins is 32 years old. I just want to reiterate that this alleged incident did occur back in January of this year. Mr. Wilkins does deny the allegations. He states that there was an altercation, a physical altercation between the alleged victim and another woman, that he recorded the incident. He does have videos and evidence and documentation and proof of that and of the incident. Furthermore, he states that he did break up the fight. And so that is the only physical contact that he made with either woman on that date. He does not desire to have contact with this alleged victim. They do have 1 child together. And so he will make arrangements through a third party, if possible, to visit with his child. He has had no contact with the alleged victim and no other issues since this incident occurred between the alleged victim and this other woman. Mr. Wilkins reports that he is employed by United Foods. He does sanitation work there. He does have a GED. And I am requesting, or would request, a signature bond. He also has a hold out of Rockdale County, as well as a failure to appear. So he will not be released regardless of the bond that he receives today. And just for the record, in Odyssey, he does have a different address that is out of Decula, Georgia. And
That's his current address, Decula, Georgia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Nothing further.
On count 1, that's going to be 1,000. Count 2, 3, and 4 are going to be 500 each. And that's going to be a 2,500 surety bond. No further contact with Jamaria Caldwell. Stay away from 661 University Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. No contact with the child that he shares with Miss Caldwell. If he wishes to have any contact, he would need to file a legitimation action with the appropriate superior court and get a court order for parenting plan and child support and so forth. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons, no firearms. And his next court date will be September 4th. If he does make bond, he would need to be picked up by the current hold and then make sure that we have his current address with the courts at all times. Thank you.
Number 23, Wilson.
Bernard Omari Wilson's accused of theft by shoplifting from August 11th of this year, and the case number is 25 CR 4988J. Mr. Wilson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Wills. Mr. Howard,
7.
any shoplifting or theft matters?
6. You got, let me see, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 open cases. I got open terroristic threats out of Clayton County, criminal damage to property 2nd degree, terroristic threats out of Clayton, DeKalb, shoplifting, Fulton, shoplifting, simple assault, possession of marijuana, obstruction. That's 25 CR 002 453J. Fulton, I got a burglary 2nd degree. It's 25 PI 003 751. I got one more. Fulton, shoplifting, trespass, obstruction, felony. 25 PI 005 579.
Ms. Harrison?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is $1,000 surety bond, a stay away from Walmart at 970 Mansell Road in Roswell, Georgia. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. Do you need a?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you. Ms. Wills, any objection?
I would ask for a $500 surety bond, Your Honor.
Okay.
He is employed by McDonald's and FedEx. He does have a high school diploma and also states that he attended flight school.
$1,000 surety bond. He just has too many open cases, too many pots in the fire. And he doesn't qualify for a signature bond. He has a very high likelihood to reoffend. He's to stay away from the Walmart at Mansell Road and to stay away from all Walmart stores in the state of Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and his next court date will be September 4th. And we will also address his other misdemeanor case, 25 CR 002 453J. Thank you.
Number 1, Blocker.
Alto Blocker is accused of theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass, August 20th, 2025, case number 25 CR 4944Y. Mr. Blocker, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Rogalski. Any price?
90 90. 2025 trespass, possession of drug-related objects. 24 trespass conviction. 24 possession of drug-related objects trespass conviction.
Any FTAs?
He may have some out of Florida. I'm not sure. Most of the history come out of Florida, but these right here was
Any
Georgia.
FTAs in the last 2 years?
Judge, I don't know,
That's
because I just counted it and kind of stayed away from the Florida history.
okay. Ms. Harrison, what's your bond recommendation for this shoplifting matter?
Your Honor, our bond recommendation was $600 surety bond, a stay away from the Publix at 1425 600 Market Boulevard, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Okay. Mr. Rogalski?
Yes, Your Honor. Come before you is Mr. Blocker. He is 63 years of age. He relayed an address to me of 1801 Smoke Rise East, and that's going to be in Conyers, Georgia. He does have family in both Roswell and Conyers, he has stated to me, and he has been living in the Atlanta area for the past 3 years. Your Honor, he's currently in the process of getting his GED and has been working with Pat on that, and has also been at the Atlanta Rehab Center, where he is currently working, I believe. Your Honor, we would be asking in this case for a signature bond for these charges. Thank you.
And Your Honor, just to clarify, that was $600 on each count.
Understood. All right. On the theft by shoplifting, that's going to be a $100 cash bond, and the criminal trespass is going to be a $500 surety bond. This is a $600 split bond. Stay away from the public store at 1425-600 Market Boulevard in Roswell, Georgia. And no illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. Next court date is September 4th. Thank you.
Next is number 14, Rogers.
Did you say?
Last name Rogers,
Yeah,
number,
got it. Thank you. Ronzo Edward Rogers is accused of simple battery family violence from August 16th of this year, case number 25 CR 4993Y. Mr. Rogers, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss Wills or Mr. Rogalski?
Your
You-
Honor, I actually believe this one is a conflict, so we'll go to Ms. McLeod.
Oh, okay. Ms. McLeod, are you still on the Zoom? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. So your attorney, Mr. Rogers, is going to be Miss Maureen McLeod. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Yes. Hold on real quick. Let me look something up real quick.
Okay.
5398.
Oh, while you're looking
Okay,
that up,
I'm done.
okay, just 1 minute. Miss Bridgewater, going
Yes,
back to
ma'am.
position number 1,
Uh-huh.
we are also going to reset case number 25 CR
Mm-hmm.
003 738Y.
373. No. 8Y. Got it.
3738Y. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Which
hang
one?
on. No,
Which
hang on.
one did
Looks
you
like
say?
no. Disregard that. I thought it was an open case, but it's been disposed of.
Okay.
Disregard it. Sorry about that. Okay.
No problem.
It indicated open, but I guess it's not anymore. Okay. All right, going back to Mr. Rogers, simple battery family violence from August 16. Mr. Howard, any priors?
52. I saw an open case for theft by receiving 25 SC 003 899. Got a 2021 probation, 2018 possession of cocaine with a federal charge, 2023 failure to appear, 2021 entering auto conviction. The last violence I saw was 09 simple battery shoplifting conviction, 09 ag assault shoplifting conviction.
Okay, thank you. And Miss Russell?
Yes, Your Honor. State's going to be requesting a $2,000 surety bond. Stay away and no further contact with this particular victim and the Family Violence Intervention Program. We understand that Miss Sequoia Taylor is on, Your Honor. Our office did speak to her. She says that, and I will say most concerning with this case, Your Honor, is that she also said that she was strangled to the police officers. She did tell us that it wasn't really a strangulation. However, he was just trying to the defendant was trying to get her to calm down. Your Honor, we were able to listen to a jail phone call that Mr. Rogers made to Miss Sequoia Taylor on 8/22 yesterday at 10:45 a.m. I guess right after he came in. She admits that everything happened in that particular jail call. She says she was hit for nothing, that it had gone on for 2 days straight. He asked her why she called the police, Your Honor. He said, and she says, I quote, I'm sorry. She says, so you will stop hitting me. Your Honor, looks like a classic DV situation, in my opinion, specifically from that jail phone call and from the confessions and from the admissions made on that particular jail phone call. So that's why we're asking for that $2,000 surety bond, stay away, no contact, Family Violence Intervention Program. Thank you.
Miss Sequoia Taylor, if you want to contribute to the proceeding, you would need to unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. McLeod, what's the state defense response?
Your Honor, my client does not seem to have any significant history of violence at all. Certainly no domestic violence. He's 53 years old. And while I acknowledge that he has, several cycles, none of them seem to be domestic at all, even where it's alleged that he had, I believe, an aggravated assault or a battery. It was not domestic related. It sounded like it may have been stranger to stranger contact, Your Honor. So I'm asking for a signature bond for my client. He tells me that he's not in a position to pay for bond, Your Honor, because he was recently unemployed. So I would ask the court to take that into consideration in setting his bond.
All right.
I do want to make a correction. There was the 1998 was a battery family violence. In 2009 looked like it was a family violence that was reduced down to simple battery. So the argument that there was no family violence on this conviction, that's just not true. I do understand that those happened quite some time ago, however.
Well, I think the whole issue is moot because his 2023 FTA disqualifies him from a signature bond. For the simple battery family violence, this is going to be a 1,500 surety bond. No further contact with Sequoia Taylor to stay away from, I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, here it is, 514 Sunset Avenue, I believe, in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no firearms. Once he posts his bond, he is to make sure he stays 200 yards away from Miss Taylor. He doesn't communicate with her in person, through a phone, computer, third party, or even on social media. And he's not allowed back at 514 Sunset Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. If he violates these conditions, he'll be back in jail with no bond. Thank you. Oh, next court date is September 4th.
Can he be allowed, since he lives there, could he be allowed a one-time police officer escort to get his belongings?
Sure. He'll get a one-time visit with a police officer. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour and is only to collect his belongings. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, next case, please.
Number 9, Mr. Kerr.
All right, Enset Kerr is accused of simple battery family violence, case number 25 CR 004991G. Mr. Kerr is the cross defendant with position number 6. Any prize, Mr. Howard?
Kerr. 2024, arrest out of New Jersey, obstructing. 2021, illegal alien. That's it.
All right. Mr. Ensign Kerr, you're represented by Mr. Rogalski with the Fulton County Public Defender's Office. I'm going to grant you the same bond I granted to Mr. Ingram. This is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. You'll need to report to pretrial once a month. You are to have no violent contact with Samuel Ingram, which means there cannot be any future physical and verbal altercations with Mr. Ingram that could involve law enforcement. If you believe you cannot live with him, then you're more than welcome to vacate the premises, but make sure you update the court of your new address within 30 days of changing your address. Within 30 days, you will also enroll in a 8-week anger management program, and you will show proof of enrollment to pretrial services, and you will attend each of those classes without missing or skipping them. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Number 18, Smith.
Jared Smith is accused of disorderly conduct from October 10th, 2023, case 25 CR 5003F. Okay, just within the 2 years. Okay. And Mr. Smith, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Miss Wills. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Smith, third arrest. 2022 terrorist threats conviction. 2021 terrorist threats, trespass, disorderly conduct conviction. Blunt, what happened with the ag assault, ag battery?
No bond.
Okay.
All right. Bond is set at $1,000. It's a signature bond through the jail. And we'll see him on September 4th, pending his release on his felony case. Thank you.
Number 11, Martin.
Quran Saeed Martin is accused of 4 misdemeanor offenses stemming from August 20th, 2025. We will waive sounding on count 1, which is a misdemeanor offense. And then the remaining charges are stalking, simple assault, loitering, or prowling. Mr. Martin, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Rogalski. Ms. Russell and Mr. Rogalski, we will reference count 1 if you have to, but without making any comments to indicate the nature of the charge. Otherwise, any priors, Mr. Howard?
Second. They got on probation out of Clayton County, simple assault, family violence. That's it.
Do you know when was that probation begin?
I'll look it up.
All right, and that was Clay? Okay.
Correct.
Ms. Russell?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm asking for a $1,500 cash bond on each of these charges. Your Honor, this defendant was going around I believe it was Northside Hospital, taking pictures of
Understood.
women.
I've done
Okay.
that. I've read it. Go
You
ahead.
read it. I
Yes.
mean, the nature of these charges, Your Honor, for one, need a cash bond, Your Honor. So that's what we're asking for that. We're asking for no contact, stay away from the area. Miss Willis Walker is on the Zoom, Your Honor. She's still having nightmares because of this. She did not know him. I don't know if she wants to speak, but she did give us, she did speak to us. She will be available, Your Honor, to speak. Miss Willis, I'm just confused by the notes. At one point, she didn't want to speak, but I'm not
I'll
sure
take
she
care of
does
that.
want to speak right now.
So what's your bond? So you're asking for a $6,000 cash bond.
$6,000, Your Honor, cash bond.
Okay,
Thank you.
and any other provisions?
Yes, stay away, no further contact. We're asking for,
No contact with Ms. Willis, and stay away from the incident location?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Correct.
The probation started June 25th, 2025.
All right,
So,
June of 2025.
yeah.
And this occurred on August 20th, 2025. Ms. Willis, this is Judge Lal. I have read the warrants and I understand the heightened concern for making sure that Mr. Martin has no contact with you and to stay away from the incident location. Without referencing the nature of the charges, do you have anything else to add? And if you do, I need to place you under oath.
You need to place me where?
Under oath.
Yes.
Raise your right hand.
Sorry.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I do.
What else would you like to tell me?
Well, just basically, I just want him to get help because this is very traumatizing to someone like me. It's just very traumatizing. And like I said, my blood pressure went from 90/60 to 213/94. So it's, I didn't think it was going to impact me that much, but it has. And I just want him to realize this is not a game. What he's doing is not a game. It's not some little fun thing to do. You just don't do certain things, and it respects people's space and everything. So again, I'm torn between, saying I need to pray for him because, we don't need to see more Black men in jail. But then my other side is saying, I have to do something to protect myself. So for me, like I said, I'm just not sleeping well. And I did end up in the ER because I was stressed out. So I just want him to know, it's enough's enough.
Do you know if he works in the hospital?
No, I've never seen him before.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Rogalski?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Come before you is Mr. Martin. He's 22 years of age. The address he had provided for me was 85 McDaniel Street Southwest in Atlanta, Georgia. He had told me that he has been living in the Atlanta area for his entire life. His whole family is here as well. He made it to the second grade in school. He was homeschooled for a brief period there. And then after that had some trouble going back. And so did some online schooling, but to no avail there. But then he has come back and he's currently in the process of trying to get his GED to go back, and finish his education, which is wonderful. I will relate to the court, although I don't know the extent. I do believe there is some MH concern here. I'm not necessarily a doctor, but that is kind of the impression that I had received.
I can order a social worker visit for health purposes, and if prompted, we can order an evaluation.
Okay. I don't know if it arises to that level, but of course, just making sure that Mr. Martin, as my client in this case, is okay, and checked in on is of course a concern of mine. But in terms of the bond for today, what I would be asking is a bond not to exceed 1,000 surety per charge. I do understand that, you know, I do want to state, I fully understand the nature of these allegations. I don't know what he would or would not be able to afford, so that is the basis for my bond request. So thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. On count one, that's going to be a $1,500 surety. On count two, that's going to be a $2,000 cash bond only. On count three is going to be a $1,500 surety. And count four is going to be a $1,500 surety. His total bond is going to be a $4,500 surety bond plus a $2,000 cash bond. This is a $6,500 split bond. To stay away from 1,000 Johnson Ferry Road in Sandy Springs, which would be the entire Northside Hospital complex, to have no further contact with Miss Jacqueline Willis, to not consume any illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms. He is, there will be a social worker visit for health purposes, and his next court date is September 4th at 9 a.m. Thank you.
You understand, man? We got to get the females into the courtroom.
All right. While we are waiting, I can go over the calendar with respect to the remaining cases. Position number one, that's a $6,000 split bond with count one being a $100 cash bond. Reset date September 4th. We are waiting to address position number two. Position three, Derek Davis, is a 2,250 surety bond, reset September 4th. Position three, Grimes, is a $1,000 surety, reset September 4th. Position five, Holloman, is a $1,000 surety, reset September 4th. Six, Ingram's a 2,000 signature bonds with pretrial level 1. Seven, Ernest, on his position seven for Ernest is each case, 7 and 8. It's a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, so a total of 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 9, CARE, is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. We're going to be addressing position 10, Lakes. 11, Martin, and that was going to be a 6,500 split bond, reset September 4th. 12, Peacock, is a 7,500 signature bond through pretrial level 3. 13, Reed, is going to be a $1,000 surety bond, reset date September 4th. 14, Rogers, is a $1,500 surety bond, reset September 4th. 15, Rome, is a, I believe it's a 2,500 surety bond.
That is correct.
Reset date September 24th. 16, Sheets, is a medical reset to Monday, August 25th. 17, Sims, is a $4,500 split bond, reset date September 4th. 18, Smith, is a $1,000 signature bond through the jail, reset September 4th because of the felony matter. 19, Stevens, is a $1,500 surety bond, reset date September 4th. 20, Stubbs, is a medical reset to August 25th. 21, Washington, is a medical reset to August 25th. Wilkins, position 22, is a 2,500 surety bond, reset date September 4th. 23, Wilson's a $1,000 surety bond, reset date to September 4th, along with his other open case, 25 CR 2453J. All right, I have a Maria P and an iPhone 6. If you could both please unmute and start your video. Otherwise, we're going to have to remove you from the Zoom. All right, Miss Maria P, what's your full name?
Maria Preston.
And Miss Preston, which case are you here for?
LaSalle. or
Who?
Delshanika.
Who?
Delshanika Preston. Delshanika Preston.
Do we have this
It's,
person?
it's number one, Burks. She's listed under Burks.
Oh, I
Delshanika
see.
Oh,
Burks.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she's married. I'm sorry.
Okay, so, all right, please hold until we address that case. All right, you can mute your screen. iPhone 6, please unmute and start your video. All right, they left. All
Your
right.
Honor, I have
Must have been a spy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Your Honor, I do have a brief question, perhaps for the court, perhaps for the court staff. I did an interview for Mr. Charles Davis, but I don't see him appearing on the calendar.
I believe we addressed that. That case has been NOD'd, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So they were dismissed, he was dismissed, the charges were dismissed before he was accused. So he won't be on the calendar.
Okay, I apologize for
No
missing that.
problem.
Thank you.
No problem. And courtroom 2, good afternoon. My name is Judge Lal, and we will be addressing your cases today, which are misdemeanor offenses with the State Court of Fulton County. When I address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say about your case in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Your cases have been formally accused, so therefore I will let you know what is your new case number, what are the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel where necessary, and to set a bond. And if you are still detained at the jail, you will receive a new court date of September 4th, 2025 at 9 a.m., which will also be a virtual proceeding. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Number 2, Burks.
Delshanika Lascelle Burks is accused of simple battery family violence from July 30th, 2025. Ms. Burks, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Rogalski. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
No.
Okay, first arrest. Ms. Russell?
Your Honor, state's going to request a $1,500 signature bond.
She's repeating it just to make sure I hear it. Okay. And anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe this is with her husband. So we're asking that there be no violent contact. Excuse me, no contact right now. I think there was an issue between both of them. So no further contact. Stay away from the location of the incident. I believe that was a home, but they were downstairs. So I'm not sure if that was the home that this incident took place. And we have not had any contact with Mr. Burke, Your Honor.
Oh,
Burks, excuse me.
106th Avenue. And does he have an open case?
I need to, let me check.
What's his name?
Daryl Burke.
Daryl Burks.
How you spell Daryl?
Darryl.
It's a couple of
Your
ways to spell it. That's why I asked.
I
Daryl
mean, that's
DeWarn.
on the warrant, but
I do believe I have a
He
case number.
bonded out.
all right. Yes, Mr. Rogalski, what's the case number?
To my understanding, what I had found was the case number for Mr. Burke is 25CR004899J.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He bonded out on the 21st.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, but I just need to see what happened there.
You want the booking number?
No, I just go ahead.
I will say this. I think, never mind, Your Honor.
Okay, no problem.
Keep going with you.
004899J. All right, Mr. Burks received a $12,000 split bond, out of which $2,000 was a surety bond, and 10,000 was a signature bond through pretrial services. He is required to have no further contact with Shanika Burks and to stay away from 106th Street. And no violent contact with Maria Preston. Okay, now going back to and when did you say he was released?
On the 21st.
Okay.
What was that? Thursday? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so
Mm.
all right. Anything else, Miss Russell?
I'll say this, Your Honor. This was it looks like a long back and forth. Police were able to get some video after they left the scene. That's one of the reasons we're asking for a signature bond. I don't know. Again, I don't know. That's all I say, Your Honor.
Mr. Rogalski?
Yes, Your Honor. So I, of course, would be requesting a signature bond in this scenario as well. I would be more than happy to go into further detail if you like.
Go ahead. I'm really
current stuff.
curious why this happened when he was required to stay away from the location.
So, well, Miss Burks is 30 years of age. That obviously was her address, 106th Street Northeast. And obviously, as we were just going into, Mr. Burks has that case, from what I understand, ending in J there. He does have a stay away from that address. So, if he is not allowed to be there, I don't know if she could be allowed to be there. I would request that. But she also did provide me with a separate address of 6672 Branch Drive, and that's going to be in Rex, Georgia, in the alternative there. But she spent her entire life in Georgia. Her whole family is here. She has a wonderful job as a claims adjuster for State Farm. She has a degree in medical business administration. And Your Honor, we would be requesting, given the lack of criminal history as well as the differentiation in charges between the two parties here as well, that she does receive that signature bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maria Preston, if you would please unmute and start your video.
Your Honor, before we get any, she was a witness on the scene. I would say that I know she's here, but Your Honor, she's not a victim.
I know.
So, okay.
Miss Preston, please raise your right hand. Maria Preston, do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth and the whole truth, subject to the rules of perjury?
Yes.
Do you know what perjury means?
Yes.
That means lying under oath. And if it turns out that what you say is a lie, we could have you arrested. Do you understand?
Yes.
On July 30th, I mean, not July 30th, excuse me. Yeah, July 30th, 2025. Who did you see at the location?
At which location?
At the breezeway at 116th Street.
Breezeway?
Is your name Maria Preston?
Yes, I don't know what the breezeway at. So
Tell me what you saw on July 30th.
I didn't see anything when I came in. I came in and went upstairs. So I don't know what breezeway that you're talking about. You're talking about the garage, parking garage?
And Your Honor, that is why she was just a witness there. This happened before she arrived, from my understanding.
Okay.
So that's why I'm
Uh,
asking that. I
Okay,
mean, I
then
don't-
just tell me what you saw. That's all.
When I got there, I went upstairs and I was talking to them. It was upstairs in the
Who is them?
my daughter and my son-in-law. I was talking
Name
to
them.
them.
Who is
Yes, I was
them?
talking. I'm sorry, say it again.
Well, give me their names.
So my daughter, which is Dell, and my son is Daryl.
Your son
So
is Harold Burks.
yes, son-in-law is Daryl Burks. My daughter, biological
Yes.
daughter, is Delshanika Burks.
Okay.
Okay. So when I got there, I went upstairs and they was talking, and my daughter was trying to calm him down, tell him he can leave, from my understanding. And then they went on the outside and I stayed upstairs. When I came down to the garage, the only thing that I was doing was I was witnessing Daryl. He had already left, and my daughter was down there, and I was trying to figure out why she was bleeding. She was just basically said I fell and hit myself, or I ran into something. I really don't know exactly what how she said it or what she really said, but I was under the knowledge that she had hit herself or she hit something and it she was bleeding. Didn't know where she was bleeding from, but I know she was bleeding. And from there, my interactions was more with the officers, and they was explaining to me what happened and what there were the charges and all that, all of the incident, what happened, the charges that they I guess was seeking, and everything, what was going to happen from that point on.
Okay. Have you seen him at the property since August 21st?
What you mean at the property?
At your daughter's place?
I don't know.
116th Street.
No, I haven't seen him. I haven't actually seen him. No.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Preston. All right. For Miss Dalshanika Burks, your bond is going to be set at 5,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. You're to have no further contact with Daryl Burks. Miss, you can return to the 116th Street location apartment. I've already got a court order requiring Mr. Burks to not be at the location. He cannot have any contact with you. He cannot have any contact with the children. And he has to stay 200 yards away from you. If he's seen anywhere in the location or attempting to communicate with you and the authorities get involved, either one of you or both of you could get arrested. Do you understand? Because now you also have a court order requiring you to stay 200 yards away from him. Do you understand? And if you don't comply, you just let me know now, and I'll be glad to keep you at the Rice Street Jail. Because, I don't like to do the back and fro, back and fro. But if you cannot stay away from him, let me know now, and we can keep you at the jail. I need to know, Miss Burks.
Oh, I can stay. I can stay.
You can what?
Stay away. I'm fine with that.
I can't hear you.
I can stay away. I'm fine with that order.
All right. I've got it on record. So if you come back to jail because you attempted to communicate with him or have contact with him, you remember this moment. Thank you. Your next court date will be sent to your 116th Street address. Don't forget to show up and don't forget to report to pretrial once a month. Thank you.
Number 10, Lakes.
Who's the third case, Deputy?
Well, we got a Miss Williams. Let's see. She was a bond over, but she's not on the calendar.
Okay. Position number 10, I have Heaven Lakes, accused of battery, family violence from August 22nd of this year. And her accusation is 25 CR 4999A. Ms. Lakes, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Rogalski. Any priors?
It's me, Your Honor.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry, Miss McLeod. Okay, I beg your pardon, Miss McLeod.
No
All right.
priors.
Okay. And no priors. Okay, Miss Russell?
Your Honor, just want to make you aware, Gerard Smith, who was on earlier, is the
Is he the cross defendant?
victim. Yes.
Okay.
However, his charges that he was in on today, I don't believe have anything to do with this particular incident date. Just want to
Okay.
make you aware of that.
Uh-huh.
Your Honor, I'm asking for a $1,500 signature bond, no contact with Gerard Smith. I do know that they live together, so I'm asking that she stay away from the location and have no contact.
Gerard Smith, who has no bond in his felony case.
Correct. I mean, but he could get it. So I just want to make
Oh,
sure.
I mean, I understand.
Right.
Okay. Ms. McLeod, any objection to that?
Yes, Your Honor. My client tells me that she does want to have contact. She explained to me that neither of them called the police, and she was really surprised that the police turned up at her home, and she wants to have contact for sure, Your Honor. And I believe that he feels the same way.
Okay. For Miss Heaven Lakes, this is going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No violent contact with Gerard or Jared Smith. She can have contact with him, but it cannot be any physical or verbal altercations involved. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons, and she'll be subject to random screens. And within 30 days, she will enroll in a 24-week domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 classes, and she must attend and complete all 24 classes at her expense. If she wants to invite Mr. Smith to enroll in those classes too, she's more than welcome to do so, and I think it may be helpful for both of them. Her next court date will be sent to her current address. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
And let's
Sure.
move on to Williams. Is this a case from yesterday? by any chance?
Is this Sherry Williams?
It
Yes.
is.
Okay, so we didn't file it. I'm sending it through right now. So it should come through in just a second.
All right. While we are waiting for Sherry Williams' accusation to come through, and has she spoken to a PD?
I spoke with her, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Wills. All right. Sherry Williams. Can I have a booking number or anything?
Booking number is 251-5428.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think we had the sister, last week?
Yeah, I actually had the sister.
Yeah.
So just as soon as it comes through.
I remember this case because it said the sister's last arrest was in January, but that's when the incident happened. So it was her first arrest. Just like this case says, last arrest was January, but it's her first arrest, Judge.
Yeah,
Out
the
of Union City.
recommendation. Okay, here we go. The recommendation for her sister, Your Honor, it's coming through. We're gonna ask for a signature bond, but the charge is actually gonna be changed to a simple battery.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
And do you have the accusation number yet, or you're just waiting for it to be?
Just waiting for it to go through. I hope it's not a linked case. And
Miss Young, would you be able to generate a accusation?
so I've sent the accusation. I don't know how long it takes to go through. Let me just email Miss Williams to make sure it's not linked.
Well, there's a no violent contact with Conadia Williams.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
What is she?
Sherry with a Y, Lorena Williams.
7,
Okay.
25.
All right, Miss Sherry Lorena Williams, you are accused of simple battery family violence. I will give you your accusation number very shortly. You have been advised of your right to remain silent, and you've been advised of your right to an attorney, and you have appointed counsel, Miss Callie Wills. And as I understand, you are also a cross-defendant in an incident involving Conadia Williams. And well, let me see. Miss Harrison, what is you said a signature bond?
You're muted.
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor. It's going to be a signature bond. I believe we left, whether it was through pretrial or jail, up to the courts, and no further violent contact with her sister. I don't believe we instituted a stay away. And so that's our recommendation today.
All right. So your bond is going to be $2,000. It's going to be a signature bond through the jail. No violent contact with Conadia Williams. In other words, it's just going to be the same as it was in the city court. You cannot engage in any kind of physical or verbal altercations with Conadia. Would that be a problem? Yes, Miss Preston, you're free to go. Miss Williams, is that a problem?
Can you repeat that again?
Repeat?
I can hear what you said.
I said that your bond is going to be $2,000, is going to be a signature bond through the jail, which means you won't have to pay for your bond. Do you understand?
Yes.
But it's still an open case against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
And you will have to come back to court. Do you still live at Flat Shoals, whatever?
No.
Do you still live at 4712 Flat Shoals Road?
No.
All right. So within 30 days of being released, you must come back to the state court clerk's office and update us with your current mailing address. So we can send you summons of when to come back to court. Do you understand?
And I have a 5100. I'm sorry to interject. I have a 5100 High Point. Is that the correct address? Okay. That's what's in Odyssey.
Oh, okay. If that's the correct address, that's fine. But no verbal or physical, no physical or verbal altercations with your sister, and make sure you come back to court when summoned. Good luck.
Your Honor, this case, it's still linked, so it's not going to, it's going to be a minute for this accusation to come through.
I know.
Okay,
I just
all right.
need Miss Bridgewater to be able to fill out the bond order.
Can you give me a warrant number or something I could put on this bond order?
Yes.
Her booking number
I
is
have the booking number, just something where it says the case number. I want to make sure it doesn't get lost.
What about the incident number? Hold on. Let me see if they had an actual.
We can give you the warrant number. I can find it really quick.
Okay.
I don't think that's a warrant. This is a bind over case.
Oh, is it?
Incident report.
Yes, a
So
bind over from Union City.
yeah.
So, Ms. Bridgewater, is there a number you would need from there?
Well, I could put just the booking number on this paperwork as long as the judge, is that okay with you, Judge
That
Long?
would be fine. Something that
Okay.
we can reference on Odyssey that we find. And
Okay,
then-
great. Well, I have the booking number 2515428.
Correct.
Okay, I got it.
Thank you. And again, we apologize, Your Honor.
No problem. As soon as the case comes in and it gets an accusation number, hopefully either Miss Young will be able to email that to Miss Bridgewater and put that on the bond order, or email it to me and I'll make sure it gets on the bond order. All right, folks.
We'll make
So
sure.
for our remaining cases, Miss Williams add-on is got a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Miss Lake's got a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. And Miss Burks received a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Was it 1? Yeah. All right, folks. Anything else? All right, that concludes the calendar. Y'all are free to go. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Take care.
Take care, everyone.
You too, Miss Bridgewater.
Okay.
All right, Miss Bridgewater, I'll
Thank
look
you.
forward to your email. Take care,
It's
Mr.
coming.
Rogalski.
It's coming right now, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.